today's video, I want to talk about, can the world get more worse? Now, I had this discussion or this debate with a few people. Can the world end? I mean, well, not can the world end because it's possible, but can the world get a little bit more worse than it is now? Now, a lot of people don't like talking about the end of the world stuff. Now, me personally, I think it's kind of funny in a way. Like, I don't know crazy shit, but it's funny because, think about it like this. If the world ends, quote unquote, right? It's always a higher power or a higher deity, you know what I'm saying, always coming to save the people. Now, a lot of people gonna be like, what are you talking about? Because I Am Legend, nobody saved him. And a few zombie movies, nobody saved him, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know, but in a few sci-fi movies, there have been times where people been like, damn, it's this one fucking movie, I forgot what it's called, like, it had something to do with a rabbit and a little girl, her toys she could talk to her, something like that. I forgot what that fucking movie is called. If you know what it's called, please comment. But it's something like that, like, they activated something, the world might end, but when the world ends, it's always some higher deity that's always trying to help. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, basically, if the world was to end, we would see if there's a God, you know what I'm saying? We would see if there's a devil, you know what I'm saying? But you can already see that because, man, I wasn't gonna say this, but this was a thought I heard earlier, about like some crazy shit, like, because people be saying, like, can the world get more worse? Can Obama make the world get more worse? It can't get no worse than this. Like, the violence is at an all-time high in every state. What else? The sex trafficking, the drug trafficking, all this crap is at an all-time high. A lot of deaths at an all-time high. Like, it's more rapid. It's like, I don't know, I'll probably say in today's age, just on some guesstimate type ish. Like, I'm not saying this is fact, but I'm just saying, looking at the circumstances that the world has come to, I would say that, like, probably, I'm gonna be realistic, I'd say like 200 people die a day. Honestly, not just in Chicago, but all around, like, I'll just say all throughout the United States. Out all the 50 states, I'll say probably 200 people die a day. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just guesstimating. You know what I'm saying? So don't quote me on that. It's just some perception, whatever. But, like, I predict this. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't happened yet, but I know I said this in this video, and you're gonna remember me saying this. So don't act surprised when this happens. Now, Obama, they say once he leaves, the world is gonna get completely fucked up. It can't get no more fucked up than what it is because motherfuckers fucking with the sex and all this shit. Like, ain't no other president fuck with no sex, or even though it ain't the president, he may not be running ish. It's always a higher deity above the face. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, since they got Obama saying this stuff, it's looking bad on his behalf. But I'm just saying, like, throughout all the presidents we done had, when they get to him, they want to start fucking with the sex and animals and all this weird shit, you know what I'm saying? GMO food. You see what I'm saying? Once they get to Obama, it's on that weird-ish. Now, you see Bush, all they did was fuck up the economy. They want to fuck with motherfucking sex and all this weird shit. You see what I'm saying? President before him, I don't fucking know, Ronald Reagan, all these other presidents, you know what I'm saying? John F. Kennedy, they wasn't messing with no type of sex. What the fuck? They was doing stuff that presidents should do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird, but they say Hillary Clinton, she's gonna make the world horrible. How can she make the world any more worse than what it is? Donald Trump, he's gonna make the world even more worse. How is that even possible? The world is already at an all-time high of corruption, all-time high of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying about that prediction, rambling and stuff. It will soon be legal to burn people in the middle of the street. Yes, mark my words. I'm predicting this. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I bet Obama's going to legalize, but I think it's going to happen sooner than later, but I think Obama's going to legalize, like, burning people in the street. Like, if you got a problem with somebody, you could just burn them in the middle of the street, and That's it. Then after you burn them, just extinguish the body. I think they gonna do some shit like that, like on some crazy shit, because he already fucking with the bestiality and the food and aspartame. Aspartame is bacteria poop. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Like genetically modified bacteria poop. It's in soda, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Everybody drinks soda, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be on no preacher shit like you better do this. Oh my God, thank the Lord. No, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no Satanism shit either, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a few people, you know what I'm saying, that say they don't believe in God. And who am I to say that's wrong? You know what I'm saying? I believe in the universe. You know what I'm saying? The universe to me is still God. It's just not the God that society has painted for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in no white Jesus. That's just me. You see what I'm saying? I believe in a higher deity, something that's good, that's about the light. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either, that's what people don't be understanding. They keep you divided by religion. People, you worship Lord Shiva, Hinduism, and you are Buddhist and all this stuff. Like, if a person is a Buddhist, they still worshiping the light. You know what I'm saying? They about the light. You know what I'm saying? Not all people, but when most people do Buddhism and Judaism and Hinduism, you know, Christianity or whatever, I'm just saying, you just naming stuff. You know, when people do stuff like this, God they praying to is a deity that's of the light. You know what I'm saying? When people do Satanism and Luciferianism, which is dark demonic shit, they fuck with the darkness. So it don't matter if you say the universe or God or Jesus. If that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. If that's what you think makes your manifestations come true, that's what you believe in. You see what I'm saying? You can't knock another person's beliefs. You see what I'm saying? So that deity, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Allah, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh, Lord Shiva, or whatever the case may be, you know, a higher deity, Buddha, you know what I'm saying? Like, they represent the light, so they all still the same deity, if you get what I'm saying. They represent the light, they represent the goodness of the planet. Then you got the people that don't represent the goodness of the planet, which is the Satanism and the Luciferianism. You see what I'm saying? So don't ever get divided and conquered by religion. Oh, you a Jehovah's Witness, you a Christian, oh, I can't be friends with you. Y'all praying to a different God, but them two gods still represent the light. So they on the same team anyway. You see what I'm saying? I'm breaking this shit down. Like, I don't know, this is just my perception of how I'm seeing things with my own three eyes. But I don't know, like, I'm not rambling. I'm just saying, like, honestly, like, just think about it. Like, how can the world get even more worse? Like, a lot of people are having family members pass away. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple in my family, you know. People don't understand what this is. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this already. You know what I'm saying? Faith is being tested. Karma is being restored. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like a balance. Like, if your heart is lighter than a feather, which means that your soul can float. See what I'm saying? Your body, your physical, everything about your being can float. It can ascend because your heart is lighter than a feather. You know what I'm saying? What's lighter than a feather? A feather. See what I'm saying? So if it's heavier than a feather, you won't be able to float. It's just like water. Same thing with a scale. A scale and water is the same thing. It's just a liquid. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. When you put something in the water and it's lighter than a feather, it floats. When you put something on a scale that's lighter than a feather, it stays balanced. Same thing, you know, it floats, right? But when you put something that's heavier than a feather, like if you put a rock, a pebble or something in the water, it sinks. So like you put a rock or a pebble on a scale, it's gonna go down and make it unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta peep the apocalypse, wake the damn up. It's this show called Mr. Pickles. Now that shit, I seen a couple previews. They flash 666 real quick, like on some crazy shit, basically forcing people to believe in Satanism. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people decoding and stuff on here. I mean, I never really watched it, and I really don't want to watch it because I don't want that shit flashing in my subconscious. You know, but that shit is totally demonic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has hints. Like, don't get it wrong. Like, you gotta know what's good and what's bad. You know what I'm saying? Even though they talk about Satanism and all that shit, shows like that always give hints. Like that show The Venture Bros. That shit is so fucking weird, but it gives hints. Futurama is so fucking weird. I love that show though. Futurama, they taught me a lot, bro. Real talk. Real talk, they telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What else? Shows like the Boondocks, which is regular stuff. They just tell you what's really going on, so people are gonna outlaw it as crazy. What else? Rick and Morty. People gonna come on. Rick and Morty is an all-time awesome fucking cartoon, giving good universal hints. Some of they still be turning up in there dancing and drinking and all that stuff, but you gotta discard that from the good shit. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, look, basically what they doing is give you a subliminal, but on the good side, just like the Hollywood movies and Hollywood directors, you still got some people that still got a little bit of soul left. They try to give you hints to the movies. You got people that try to give you hints to the video games. You know what I'm saying? People try to give you hints through these cartoons like Rick and Morty. They be dancing and saying "shut the fuck up" and lick my balls. That's what that's what Rick Sanchez be saying. The shit. You know what I'm saying? He be saying shit like that. But that's for the people like of the masses. That's thirsty for that turn up type of stuff, you know, for the funny type of stuff. But when it comes to the universal stuff, they be saying that stuff, but they gonna say some goofy shit too, just to throw you off. You see what I'm saying? But you gotta know how to peep the good stuff from the bad stuff. Real talk. That's why they outlaw these type of cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Because they give you hints. Like real talk. It's this other show called China, Illinois. That shit is fucking crazy, but it gives hints. I really can't watch it like that to fuck my subconscious up. You know what I'm saying? But they give hints, you know what I'm saying? It's this other one called Super Prison or some shit like that. It looked just like the same type of animation as China, Illinois. They doing some crazy shit up in that, giving hints though. What else? Dexter's Laboratory, come on. The Proud Family, oh my goodness, giving crazy hints. And it ain't even hints about no Illuminati type of stuff. It's like everyday hints of what you should know. Different cartoons got different messages. What else? What the hell was another fucking cartoon I was finna say? What the fuck? It's another childhood cartoon. Man, come on. It was some cartoon. I bet as soon as I'm done recording this, I will remember. But I'm just letting you know, like, just touching on all these topics, like, you gotta see this stuff for what it is. Like, they tell you right in your face. They giving you blatant nonsense, but they giving you blatant good information at the same time. But you gotta know which one to pick and discard which is which. You know what I'm saying? So make wise decisions. You know. What else? Let me see. Always be a leader. Never be a follower. What else? You know what I'm saying? Always do something because you want to do it, not because somebody told you to. And I'm not saying, you know, disobey or anything. I'm just saying